I'd like to start off with you just a little bit about the Magellan Project.
Sure. The Magellan Project is a project that's particular to W&J. That is, it only involves W&J students. And it was designed to allow students to carve their own lives, to create the curriculum of their own life, if you will. It provides every student the opportunity to make an application to fulfill their dreams.
Oh, well, there's a great diversity of them. There are students who've done things as diverse as working on nuclear physics research at another institution even over the summer. There are also students who have gone to Europe and toured Holocaust sites to get a better sense of that piece of history that's very important. So there's a tremendous diversity in everything in between that you can imagine.
My Magellan project was to study the Holocaust in Europe. So this past summer, I spent 2.5 weeks in Europe. I traveled to 5 different countries: Germany, the Czech Republic, Poland, Austria, and Hungary.
Magellan really is a student-initiated and student-directed program. We're here to help, but we don't give them the ideas. They come and they say, I want to go to Egypt and study archaeology, or Mexico has really interesting transportation systems. I'd like to study them.
So I had an idea that I wanted to go and study foreign healthcare abroad in Cyprus. And actually through Googling, I found a health sciences program in Cyprus where you would take a course entitled Healthcare Management.
And we work on a project proposal where they're really writing about what it is that they want to do.
The application process involves a project description, a personal statement, and a detailed budget.
Each student must then talk to the committee for about an hour, answering their questions about how they put it together, why the project's important, what they'll do if something goes wrong. So you want to study dance. What do you do if you break your leg, 1 week in? What will happen?
It's an internal funding source, which very few schools offer this type of funding to undergraduate students.
At the time, I was very worried that I wouldn't be able to afford going because I just didn't have the cash to pay up front for a plane ticket. And the Magellan Project funding gave me that money so that I was able to pursue that research.
It was amazing. I was given $2,800 from the Magellan Scholarship, which basically paid for my cost of living there. I stayed at American University and commuted to Capitol Hill every day to go to work.
That's the great thing about the advising and the support that they get from W&J is that part of our job is to convince them, yes, you can do this. It is scary, and it's supposed to be a little scary. Everybody's afraid of things that are so unfamiliar. But they go out and they do it and they gain all of this confidence and they come back just in awe, like, oh my God, I can't believe what I just did.
I was fortunate enough to be there when they were working on healthcare. I was there actually when the bill came out and I got to hold it. And the bill is actually, if you can believe me, it's like this thick, and it's actually heavier than a lot of my college textbooks. So it was just really a moving experience to be able to be involved in something that could be really historical.
Well, it really, stretched my comfort zone. For one, I've, never been. I've been to Canada and stuff, but I've never been over to Europe.
Not only was it a great research internship, but it was also my first time abroad. And I lived entirely by myself, and there was no, preset program with a welcome party or anything. So I learned a lot of skills just about being on my own and traveling and figuring things out for myself.
It gave me a confidence in myself. This is the first time I was in a foreign country. I planned the whole trip on my own. And just being able to study abroad and survive was a very rewarding experience for me.
We try to guide them in terms of how might you find out more about the dream that you have. But it begins as the student's dream, it culminates as the student's project, and it becomes the student's story.
It really shows that there is no lid on the box that is your education, right? You can dream as big as you want to dream and use the summers to do this and to explore anything you want to do, and we're here to support that.
The Magellan Program is unique to W&J, and I think it encapsulates the spirit we're trying to promote here, and that is the spirit of transforming lives. So that when students come to us as 18-year-olds, they're very different people than when they graduate as 21-year-olds. They've learned to think independently, they've learned to find their passion and pursue it, and they've learned to persevere in light of obstacles.